Manila's hottest monster, RX93.1. Welcome back to the deep dish. You got me, Aubrey, and I am not alone. Here with us, technically here with me, coming over for some chit chat. Wink, wink. We got Beach Weather's mad talented bassist Reeve with us today. Reeve, welcome to the show.
Quite the introduction. Thank you so much.
Well, I gotta throw in a little reference there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, to all the monsters tuned in, Reeve, he's a bassist of the band, mad talented writer as well, editor, and apparently tornado survivor.
Oh, that is a lore that grows and grows. It was near me. I was not hit by the tornado myself. No.
Oh, all right. But
Yeah,
well,
it's a well built story that I keep hearing different versions of.
oh well, we're just glad you're safe, and well, that definitely is like some sort of a conversation starter. At the very least.
It is, yeah.
Well, we're glad to have you here on the show, Reeve. How are you?
I'm great. The tour ended about a week ago with Pierce the Veil, and now I'm just up here at the lake in Michigan, swimming, fishing, and chilling out.
Yeah, it sounds like the life, man.
It's cool. It's
You've
not
been
bad.
chilling pretty much.
Mad chilling. Yeah.
All right. Well, to kick things off, there is one thing that I'm super duper curious about. When asked about the group, technically, I think it was Nick who answered this. You guys compared beach weather to a black light, saying, quote unquote, you have to turn off the light and sit in full darkness to let the colors shine and see the bright side. You guys basically use that black light analogy to show that, yeah, you make happy sounding tunes, but you look into the lyrics, you look into the feel, those are actually hard hitting songs, which is honestly such a charming duality. Was this always the vision for the band to have that kind of quality to your songs?
I think so. We're all pretty sensitive guys in our own ways. So that broad range of emotion is always pretty present in our music. So I would say Nick was pretty on the head with that analogy there.
As soon as I heard of that analogy, I was like, man, how long did he think of that? That's pretty much a crazy analogy that you guys got there. Pretty genius.
Yeah, we all overthink a lot. So it was probably just us chatting one day for like an hour.
Man, we got to get on to that in just a bit. We're going to talk about your, musical process and identity in just a bit. But, well, that duality in your tracks, it's that exact charm that got a lot of people gravitating to your music. Of course, we got to mention your hit, Sex, Drugs, etc., which to all the listeners who are listening for the first time, again, I'm with Ree from Beach Weather. Sex, Drugs, etc. is not a party song, okay? Unlike what its first impression may suggest, it's pretty much an antisocial anthem. And as someone who does personally feel antisocial sometimes, thank you for speaking out your thoughts. It's a song for people with low social batteries. So I'm curious, when it comes to your downtime, your rest times, are you guys, or well, you could speak for yourself, you could speak on behalf of the band as well. Are you guys more into staying indoors, just spending quality time by yourselves, or would you guys rather hit up, let's say, your friends, check out the vibrant nightlife or stuff like that? How do you
I need the balance of it all. I love being social. I love hanging out with people. I would say up until about a year ago, I've been out and about doing my thing. But the past while now, I feel like I'm finding myself more reserved just because I like being able to think and, making music at home and all that. I might have a friend come over, and just, chill out. But I would say the whole band is pretty, people always ask us to party after shows and we're like, we don't really party, but we'll swing by and then we come by for 5 minutes and so we don't look mean, but
drop by, say hi, and then just get out of there and do your own thing.
Yeah. Now that I don't even think any of the guys drink. I was the only one for a long time. Now I don't even. So it's just we're definitely homebodies. That's for sure.
That's one way. I mean, hey, I wouldn't blame you. I mean, right now you're currently in Michigan. You got a beautiful, I'm going to assume that's a window beside you right now. Is it?
Yeah, this is not my home I'm at right now. Okay. I'm actually, I don't even have a place right now. I moved all my stuff right before the tour and I'm looking to move in somewhere. So wish me luck.
Yeah, for sure. Hope you find someplace stable with an amazing view, because like I could only
And
imagine.
probably not a view like this. Maybe another hit song or two I can get a cool window, you know. But right now we're modest. Yeah.
Well, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Now, you guys seem to have like this amazing bond with one another. I'm just like getting it from the way you're talking about the guys right now. Like, of course, with Sean and Nick. I do know that you guys have been a band since like 2015, and sometime in between, you guys took some time off to do your own things. Then eventually, you got the band back together. You guys are
Mhm.
making more music. You're touring. You just got off from a tour, and you got a couple of concerts coming up as well. So, what exactly is it that made you guys think, nah, I'm not ready to let go of what we have just yet. We got to continue what we're doing.
Mhm. I was probably the first one to bring it up
Oh, really?
at the time. I was trying to think of what I was doing at the time. I mean, it was like a little before COVID. Nick and I got together in like 2018 or 19 or something.
Hmm.
And, we got together. So we kind of like were talking about doing it. Then the COVID thing happened and kind of put a hold on everything.
Right.
But during that time, I like brought it up again. And then they're like, all right, maybe it is finally time. So we started writing. And I just feel like the more we got into it, the more exciting it felt to be doing it again. It all just felt really natural. I mean, we're buddies outside of it. Like I would visit Nick and his family, states away. I would like fly to go see him.
I've
So
got to ask, like that moment that you guys kind of started making music together again, was there some kind of like shift in your dynamic with one another? Did you guys feel a little more at ease, or like did you feel that sense of, yeah, this is how it has always been, and we're just glad to be in that comforting like area with one another again? How did it feel?
I actually don't think it was quite that easy at first. It was actually a little, we all have big personalities and big opinions, and we hadn't written together in a long time.
Uh-huh.
And between us being younger and us being a little bit further along in life, I
Right.
think our opinions and our taste have grown so much between those two time periods. So, I mean, there was the right amount of bumping heads and being picky about stuff and this and that. But I think now that we've been in such a groove with it for a few years now again, I mean, it just feels like we don't even have to think about it. We just know how each other works, and it like works really beautifully. And we've become even closer the past like 2 years than we have ever been, I think.
Well, I suppose it's all a part of the process. I mean, things go wrong. I personally believe things are wrong when you guys haven't started butting heads. Like you guys worked together for quite some time. If you
Yeah.
guys haven't started fighting it, nah, I think there's a problem there.
It's the classic like rock band dynamic you hear about in like a cheesy movie where it's
Oh
just
yeah.
like, yeah, it's we've gotten into it a few times, and I think if you're not getting to know your bandmates on a personal level to the point where you have a little bit of that, like I don't even think you're really that much in a band yet. Like, cause like we're so vulnerable with each other that it like makes
Uh-huh.
each other mad. And now we just understand each other completely. And I feel like just making music, it just works now, you know?
Well, for sure. I mean, you guys are putting out amazing tracks. Speaking of, we got to talk about, of course, your latest album, Melted, the deluxe version of your album, Melt. We got to touch on
Yeah.
that as well. Tell us about the title. Like, usually when artists put out a deluxe version of their album, they go with like title, open parentheses, deluxe version, close parentheses.
Yeah.
Guys decided to go with Melted. Why?
Yeah, we wanted to do the apostrophe D. I think we were doing a show in like New York or something, and our manager asked us what we were going to call the
Hmm.
album. He's like, "Are you just going to do like Melt Deluxe?" And we're like, then me and Nick were just standing there, and we're like, "I don't know." And then I was like, "What about Melt? Like the
Melt.
apostrophe then a D, because the D just kind of stands for deluxe, but it's also
Yeah.
like melted.
Yeah.
So that's why we didn't do the ED, but I don't know. And then it came out like that. We're like, oh yeah, that's what we said. Like we kind of forgot, but yeah.
No, for sure. I mean, come on, it stands out like amongst in the sea of blank deluxe versions. You guys just have like technically a brand new title, but like it's not necessarily new. Kind of like an
Yeah,
upgrade.
yeah. I mean, we had so many songs for that album, and Tulips was actually my favorite track from the beginning, and it didn't make it on Melt. So
Mhm.
to have it on Melted makes me really excited.
Man, it's really cool how your sound actually evolves with each and every release that you guys have. Of course, with Melted, the extra tracks as well as compared to Melt, and of course with Melt as compared to Pineapple Sunrise, for example.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the sound and the narrative, the vibe, the message that you guys wanted to convey on this deluxe version?
Yeah, I think so starting with Pineapple Sunrise, I think that was a more of a introspective album where lyrically it was mostly Nick with the assistance of Sean. And
Hmm.
then Melt kind of after his self-reflection and the growth period, you know, that he went through quarantine and having children and all that, we come to Melt, and which kind of felt more like adding different life experiences that weren't always so introspective, but also like out there in the world.
Right.
Um, so this was the first album that I actually helped a ton with lyrics, and we all were kind of writing it there together. And it's interesting to hear songs like Stardust. I'm pretty sure Stardust, we were all thinking of a different scenario in our lives, but you know, we all had our take on it and it became that song.
You
And
know, it just clicked. Like, it's super crazy how you guys came out with these new albums after such a jarring moment in time. Like, of course, quarantine, the pandemic happened, and of course, you guys, some of you guys got engaged, started families of your own. Must have been quite the shift in like perspectives and stuff.
yeah, I mean, coming out of yeah, I mean, I so Nick just had another child, and then Sean had just gotten married, and then I was, yeah, like you said, in an engagement at that time, and was ending that. And I think we all had so much recent life and different emotions about everything, and it just created all these stories. And I think it really worked well together.
Well, I'm sure it does. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves, your fans speak for itself. Out of all of your songs, though, is there one particular song that you think best represents that beach weather sound? And what exactly makes that particular track stand out to you?
Off the new album, I would have to say, um, I would say overall, we really like showing people Nightcrawler
Oh, yeah, Nightcrawler,
because
cool track.
Nightcrawler is just kind of just when we're hanging and we're jamming, like at sound check,
Hmm.
like that's the version of Beach Weather that comes out just so loose and easy to us because it feels like the most just kind of like a classic rock and roll band.
Hmm.
But then, I mean, I want to say other guys in the band. I think we talked about this recently. I think like Sean thinks that it's like Trouble with This Bed. You know what I mean? But the fact that we all have songs that feel so different as what we think beach weather is, I think that depicts us perfectly. We all think it's this different thing, and that's
Right.
why you get so many different sounds out of us.
Oh, for sure. Well, that makes sense. So it's kind of like it's kind of hard to encapsulate your sound in just like one single track when you guys are just like a plethora of it.
Yeah.
That's beach weather. Now let's talk a little
Yeah.
bit of your musical process. Just brush by just quickly. Who usually takes the lead in creating your tracks, or is it like an entire brainstorming session in the studio?
Traditionally, it would just be like an acoustic voice note on like Sean's phone of him just playing something random, and then Nick being like, "Oh, I have a cool direction for this," and then they would kind of do their thing, and then I would come in and help with the instruments and everything. But these days, it's more. I think we still to plant the same seed. Sean
Right.
will usually have some sort of guitar thing. Nick will have like a direction, and I'll come in and help kind of, you know, shape that story with them. I've always been more of a lyric guy, and they kind of come up with like the music of everything.
Melody and everything. Solid.
Yeah, I mean, they can write some melodies. I love being in a band with them. They're awesome.
Yeah, you know, another thing that's just clicking to me right now, you guys have, of course, again, Sex, Drugs, Etc., pretty much an antisocial anthem. You guys have Unlovable as well, which is a bit of a, how do I say this?
Self-deprecating?
Exactly. Exactly. Self-deprecating vibes. Those are, for real though, raw emotions and struggles that people actually go through. And I think it's amazing how you guys are able to tap into those emotions.
That is a Nick Santino song right there. He loves the self-deprecation
Quintessential.
songs.
It's like you're saying that's quintessential Nick at this point.
It is. Yeah.
I'm sure it isn't easy for you guys. I mean, sure, whether it be like someone else who's taking the lead and songwriter, maybe you're the one who's taking the lead. I'm sure the whole process probably isn't, you know, all sunshine and rainbows, especially with those kinds of emotions. So how do you do that? Tapping into those vulnerable feelings of yours and turning them into art, pretty much.
I don't know, because usually, you know, Beach Weather started with Nick and Sean writing, and I was this 21-year-old starry-eyed kid who like grew up watching their bands play at venues, and then I somehow got to be in a band with them. And I feel like over the years, they've always kind of led the ship, but now that we're into like this melt era, and I'm like sharing a little bit of my story, I feel like shaping those experiences, I kind of have to take whatever experience one of them is feeling and kind of live in it with them. And like, we hold hands through it and we're like, we love each other. Let me know how you're feeling. Let's try to figure out how to really put this into a song, you know?
Now that's friendship. Now that's
yeah.
Now, we, of course, got to touch on your upcoming concert here in the Philippines. You'll be coming here to the Philippines August 23, and a lot of fans are looking forward to it for sure. Is this going to be your first time here?
It will be my first time. I think the other boys have maybe been, but this will be my first time.
Oh, that's so cool. Is there anything that you are looking forward to? Maybe the entire band's looking forward to?
We're big food guys, so we will be going out to eat somewhere really nice and trying your local cuisine.
You are going to have the time of your life here. One thing for sure, the cuisine here, top notch, as long as you know where to go. And another thing that I can tell you, though, Filipino fans here, they are crazy in the best way possible. Like, they will sing, they will scream. You are going to
heard
that venue feeling like total rock stars. That thing.
I'm gonna go home and be like, you know, in Philippines, they think we're really cool. You know, like
for sure. Like, you can always count on fans to like back you up. Once again, Monsters at Beach Weather, they're coming to the Philippines. They'll be performing at the SM North EDSA Skydome on August 23. Now, it is almost time for us to wrap up. I'm getting a couple of messages now. So for our final question, I suppose, do you have any messages for your fans or to all of our listeners? They're called Monsters. So to all of the Monsters who are tuned in right now?
Monsters, when you come to our show, be yourself. Bring a friend, come alone, whatever it is, enjoy yourself, forget the outside world. You're in for that hour and a half, or whatever, you're in there with us, and we're all besties. We're hanging out, we're having fun, but let's just have the best time together. I'm so excited to visit you guys.
Sounds like the time of their lives. That is an invitation in itself, like crazy. The vibes from that alone. Super excited. Now, Monsters Beach Weather's deluxe album Melted is out. And of course, the band will be coming to the Philippines. They will be performing live on August 23 at the SM North EDSA Skydome. And we hope that you guys have an amazing time here. The weather currently kind of crazy, not exactly what I'd call beach weather, but well, I'm sure
we'll figure it out.
You guys are going to have a great time nonetheless. Thank you so much for joining me here on the show, Reeve. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Well, we hope that you could we hope that we could have you guys here like live in the booth sometime. We have like this place here where you could like do a whole band setup, maybe a live jam session if you guys are down.
Hey, hit us up. I would love that.
Okay, we're going to work on that. But
please work on that. Tell them I sent you.
You guys take care. Of course. Do take care though. Stay safe and take care. You and of course the rest of the guys.
Too.
And that wraps up our Monster exclusive interview with Beach Weather. It's been Aubrey for the Deep Dish, only here on Manila's Hottest, Monster RX93.1.
The Deep Dish. Exclusive interview.
Monster exclusive interview.
Only from Manila's Hottest, Monster RX93.1.